Okay, so it's really hard to talk about pricing in plastic surgery because there's so many variables that go into what it costs to you as a patient. So in general, if you're having awake liposuction, the cost can vary wildly. It could be $4,000 all the way up to $20,000. So here's some of the things that can play into that. So first of all, where do you live? If you are in a very high cost of living area, the prices are going to be higher there, just like the prices of everything are higher there. The next thing to consider is what exactly are you having done? Are you having one area? Are you having 5 areas done? So the more work the procedure is going to be, the more expensive it will be. The next thing, of course, will be the experience level of your surgeon. So younger surgeons that are newer in practice tend to charge less, as you would expect, and older, more established surgeons tend to charge more. So my prices have gone up over the last 13 years I've been in practice, and that's pretty typical. And then the last thing that you need to consider is what type of practice are you going to? Is it a practice with kind of bare bones care? They give you good care, they take care of you, or is it like a concierge type practice where you have a concierge nurse taking care of you and a lot of little add-ons? So that will of course increase the price as well. So I think excessive to me is just when it's way out of the norms. So if it's way too low or it's way higher than what the average is in the community. So if you live in a specific area and you're going to be having surgery there, I would call a couple different offices and get a couple different price quotes. And if a surgeon is way outside of that for the exact same surgery, then that's probably excessive. I will say though that there are some surgeons that are way outside of the norm that are known for a thing. So if that thing is what you're seeing the surgeon for, then yeah, that may be actually a reasonable cost for that person who is known for that thing. But in general, most of us are in the same kind of realm of pricing. And so, excessive is just way outside of what the average is in the area. And then finally, always be wary of chop shops. So chop shops can be less expensive, but they're often similar in cost to what you see in the community. Chop shops are these liposuction centers where they just really offer one thing, liposuction with a few add-ons. I don't like these places. I've done lots of videos on them before, and I think that the company model is just really problematic for a few reasons. So reason number one, and probably most importantly, is all of the ones out there, they have either a history of or they currently employ non-board certified plastic surgeons, and that is really problematic in my opinion. You deserve a well-trained surgeon to do your surgery. The next thing is that these places often don't offer you the full breadth of plastic surgery or the full breadth of anesthetic options. And so they offer you awake lipo because that's all they really can offer you. They don't have the infrastructure to give you anesthesia if you need it. Now, this is problematic because every patient's different. It is not the same. And so you should have options as a patient when you go into a practice. I've seen lots of patients who have gone to these chop shops and had liposuction when they really weren't good candidates for it. So if you go to a place where their only tool is a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail, and that's just not my preference. So the best thing to do as a patient is to go to see a plastic surgeon who does everything, and then they'll be able to guide you to what the best treatment is for you, and sometimes it's not what you came in for.